And I don't know if you can see here, little etchings there that they put in. Kind of probably hard to see there to get it more in the light. Hey, there we go. I'm a big fan of these arming swords. They're simplistic in design. Nothing too fancy, just a leather wrapped handle. I'm guessing just wood underneath, covering the tang. This one should be weighing in about 1.5 pounds. Looks like a similar balance point. Another blunted sword. This one's definitely more rounded. I'm gonna say a little bit safer for the practicing aspect. Honestly, out of most of the practice swords that I've purchased over the past few years, I definitely like the dimensions on these two. One thing I've noticed that's hard to find. Sorry, it's kind of hard to hear with my cat making all this noise. Shoo! Get out of here. They love the wrapping paper. They can't get enough of that stuff. Anyhow, one thing that I found with these reproductions of these classic swords is the dimensions. Often you'll get them and they'll be similar, very close to the dimensions of an actual sword from the time period, but normally they're similar as in shape, but you'll normally find bulk. I'm talking the crossguard, the pommel. The dimensions are just seem bulky or a lot thicker than they should be. And I understand it's hard to do a good forge sometimes and grind down to this small. So I guess maybe they get a little lazy. I'm not sure. Either way, I'm very pleased with these. Once again, that's two Legends in Steel arming swords. I'll be doing another more in-depth video with these two at a different time. Also doing some actual testing, drilling, sparring, etc. Do some clashing, see how these hold up. They look pretty sturdy. Honestly, I don't think I'm going to have a problem with them. I don't foresee that, but we'll get back to you on that one. Let me know if you want to see us do some battling with these in the comments below. And here we go. Now we're getting to the good stuff, the cutting blades. This is the Shinwa sword. I've seen Shinwa for a while. Very pleased with their products from what I purchased. Let's go ahead and take this one out. This is a katana broadsword hybrid. Go ahead and show you how it comes in the packaging. Nice and secure. Got some foam pads. Let's see, we got some accessories in here. I love accessories and extra presents. Let's see here. Have this Shinwa Swords of Perfection manual there. I don't know if you can see that. It looks like comes another thing here. Oh, this is a nice congratulations on the blade. It says here, congratulations on your purchase of this premium cutlery product. The blade is high quality, constructed of a steel with a high carbon content, which requires additional maintenance beyond that of lesser quality stainless steels. We hope you take a few minutes to read the following instructions on the care and storage of your new purchase. This will ensure that you get many years of enjoyment out of it. So let's see. First, we have care and storage. I actually like that they give you this. I'm relatively new to collecting swords. Well, not new to collecting swords, but new to collecting proper swords. Definitely new to proper maintenance on swords. So we start here, care and storage. All non-stainless blades will rust and be affected by damp, corrosive environments. This is very true, and I can definitely tell you I've learned it the hard way on a few of my first blades. It is therefore advisable to dry the blade after use. Touching any exposed steel, such as your blade, with your bare hands will leave oils and salts that will eat their way onto the blade and eventually leave pits. The best way to avoid this is not to touch the blade and wipe off the blade if it is touched. I also will add one on there. I think oiling your blade, before and after touching or handling is definitely the way to go. They tend to wrap it in Cosmoline, similar to what they use for firearms, military surplus rifles, for long periods of storage. It's a really good way to maintain steel. I found using something, any lubricating compound or oil tends to work pretty good. WD-40, PB Blaster, one of my favorites. Get it on a little rag. Saturate the rag till it's nice and damp and just wipe the steel down. Will go a long, long way. Anyhow, back to it. Let's see. Now we are to blade maintenance, which is I'm still learning about. Still learning proper sharpening, um, and etc. Your blade being steel will appreciate regular coats of clear non-organic oil. This prevents moisture from reaching the blade. A light oil such as a sewing machine oil or gun oil will do the trick. Very similar to the oils I just mentioned. But oil should be changed regularly by wiping the blade with a soft cloth until dry and then applying more. Good to know. You know, I normally just kind of add and re-wipe. So I guess in that process I am wiping down the old oil and adding new oil. Sharpening your blade. Sharpening the blade with a fine whetstone or diamond sharpener can be learned quite quickly, although it always takes a certain amount of patience. Always work at the same angle towards the blade, which was originally ground. Obviously, try to follow the grind that you have there. You don't want to mess up a nice blade, scratch it up, scuff it up really badly. It is absolutely crucial to sharpen cold. Examples using water to cool the edge to avoid compromising the blade's tempering when hardening and annealing. So, definitely want to keep the blade nice and cool while you're sharpening is a good idea. I'm not too practiced on that, unfortunately. Most of my sharpening experience is just running a dry file or a dry grinding rod on my machetes for gardening work. So, I do understand the concept of a sharp blade. I'm looking to actually, tweak my knowledge on that towards swords. What not to do. No matter how strong the steel in a